There's a trust between me and my dogs first. First of all, there's that. There's a trust between me. But when they want to run, they will run away from me. I will lose them. That's the other thing. So what we do is we use hooks. When we stop, we hook the sled, what we call communique, and the dogs don't go anywhere else. But if the hook gets off, they will run off. When you lose everything, you feel unsure. Even with dog team, if you lose your dog team, you feel unsure because there are polar bears all over the place. And for that reason, it affects my mind. And when dogs run away, it will affect that. Plus, I will have nothing to travel on. I will have to walk. You know, if I teach my dogs how to come back, how to return, and these things, they will learn that. So that there shouldn't be any problem. There shouldn't be any problem between me and my dogs. That's when they're happy. That's when they want to go. That's when they want to run. I try to stay on. First of all, you teach them the language. Dogs will learn any language at all. To teach your own dogs the way you want them to run, the way you want them to sit down and things like that, it has to come from the master. Between myself as a master and another master, we may not teach our dogs the same way. Everyone is different, slightly different, but to turn, yes, we do all the same. Turn left, turn right, that's all the same. To stop, that's all the same. But other things like work harder or run faster or settle down or it's time to go, these things have different, they do have different words. We develop the words, and we sometimes use real voice or real language, but other times it's between me and my dogs, what I think. You have to be nice to them. You have to be polite to them in order for you and your dogs to be working together. You have to work together. And if I'm riding a car or I'm riding a skidoo, a snowmobile, or a four-wheeler all on my own, I don't say anything. But when I'm traveling with dogs, I have to use my voice in order to stop or turn or faster or slower, these things. I use my voice, and that is a piece to me. It's it is when I'm traveling along and I'm not saying anything, I'm sitting down. That is the peace I get up here. That's the freedom is the one that I like living up here in the north. The freedom. Between me and my dogs, I am an Inuit. My dogs are dogs. So there is a culture between us. Between my dogs, they can fight, or they can bark, or they can bite each other. That's their language among these guys. But when I teach them not to do that, or how to make it so that it means stop. It can be. I use two voices. My own voice, and I also use dog whip voice. It's a sound that dog whip makes. That means to stop. Those things are like that. That is a language between me and my dogs. It depends who you are and how you do it. And how you teach your dogs, they will listen to what you teach them. I think that is a big thing, because when you're teaching your dogs how to hunt with you, they will work with you. So therefore, in doing that, you are actually working as a team. It's a team you're working. You as a master, your dogs as a pack. You are a team. Dogs, they will make a voice when the bear comes in, or somebody else comes into to your camp, or another dog is coming into your camp. They will warn you. You hear what they're saying, and you understand, because it takes a long time to really understand the language of dogs. It takes a while. this is my home. The environment is my home, and dogs are part of this home, and we work together, and that's how we know. But in the blizzard or the thickest fog, I don't know how to get home because there are no roads around here. Sometimes you don't find any trails because all the area is covered with new snow. Therefore, these dogs, they know how to get home, whereas I don't. I would be lost out there if I didn't have any dogs. But these dogs, they know how to get home in the blizzard or the thickest fog or a very heavy snowfall. They know how to get home. They will get me home. I will say nothing to them, but they will head for home. That's what we do. What I do is I just hook this on to a line or a trace, what we call a trace. So this is hooked on, and here I can handle handle the dog with me, walk the dog with me, and so on. This is part of what my intention to have it there because I have to use it. And it takes less time to get it off and put it on and so on. Instead of having to tie it on, it takes less time. But everything else, here everything else is part of the work. It's a working. It's a harness that they work and they use that for working. To me, this is my thing, not theirs, but it's like that. I start from the last, the shortest, then work my way to the longest, and that way, when I hook my lead dog, they know he's finished and it's time to go. Some dogs will fight more, other dogs will not. That dog over there will fight with every other dog. It doesn't matter how many dogs there. He never really gives up. He never wins, but he never really gives up. Right now, this is the son of him. He is 12 years old. In a dog years, 12 times 7 is 84 years old, more than 84 years old in our years. So he doesn't work with the team anymore. He's there because he was a baby before I had my dog team. And this is the son. He's the lead dog because he's the lead dog because he will go straight when I tell him to, and everybody else will follow. He's the only lead dog I have now. I can get other lead dogs, which can be faster, but it's usually if dogs lives in 3 years, that's when they run. But after 3 years, they will start to walk. It doesn't matter whether they run or not, but they will walk more than run. It's usually the dogs behind them that will make them run. Every dog has their own name because I have to talk to them individually sometimes. Sometimes I talk to the whole team, like turn or run faster or stop or go. Those are the voice that I make to the whole team. Hey. He likes being a boss. That's why he gets beaten up all the time. But there are also times when I have to talk to them individually, regardless there are other dogs in there or not. This guy will fight. He's a fighter. Other dogs had to be put down because they were too rough, And this guy is like that to other people. Ah, he's dirty. You're dirty. Get away. After. Ah, the bad dog. I call him the bad dog. Yeah, he's a bad dog. Everybody else is okay. Yamusa. Yeah. Like this one is a winger. His ears flap when he walks. That's why I call him wing. Every other dog has their own name. Kanuya means my lead dog. Its name is Kanuya, and that means copper in English. This one is one of the fish color, and you know, every other dog has their own name, and you know, I name them the way sometimes they act, sometimes they look. You know, depending how I name them is how they look or how they act. These two are working for the belt. They want to be the mature dog, mature among all the rest, because the older dog over there, he is the main. He looks after the social structure of the dogs. Even though he doesn't run anymore, not like he's going down. He's getting too old. He's losing his dog fangs, canines, I think that's what you call them, are wearing down so that he doesn't fight as much anymore. He used to, but now there are the two dogs that are working for that position. My lead dog and my last dog. They're working for that kind of position, so they will fight. Depends who wins. Depending who wins all the time is the boss, who will look after the structure of the team. I will look after how hard they work, how fast they run, where do we go. I'll look after that. But among the team like this, the structure and the social structure of the team will be looked after by their own. So that's what they are. That's a team.